Hello everybody, this is Nerf Gun Reviewer 331 here today, and for today's Nerf Blaster review, we'll be on the Nerf Alpha Strike, I want to say Flyte CS-10. So the Flyte CS-10 is a magazine-fed Nerf blaster. Comes with a 10 dart magazine, 10 of these other darts. I believe they're like a elite kind of dart. And so, this, like with any other magazine, this is compatible with virtually any other Nerf dart that's elite or standard dart size. Mine came with a jam door, but the jam door popped off, like while I was trying to get this thing apart, like out of the box kind of thing. So the jam door is not essential for this blaster because, for mine at least, the jam door would have been here, but it popped off while I was trying to get it out of the wrapping and all that, and the twist ties. And this blaster is, I gotta say, is a lot better than most of it's better than some of the flywheel blasters I've ever encountered. To give a quick comparison to a Rayven CS-18. So, hold on. So this is it's a similar design, except this is the magazine's in the back, this one's in the middle. But as far as firing tests and fire rate and all that, this is a lot slower than this. And I'll explain why. So, in a little bit. The stock itself is a bit annoying to me because it's massively tiny, which it does make sense. But it is just super tiny. It's not very comfortable for a big guy like me. It does come with one top tactical rail, a barrel attachment. The one thing I loved about this, and I think any Nerf modder would know, that the battery storage is easily removable. There are no screws that you need to do to take this out. It takes 4 AA batteries. I think that's because of the Wegmans ones. But that's all you need to do to get the battery door off, and I thought that was pretty cool. How they said, yeah, screw it. No screws, no pun intended. But this blaster runs on 4 AA batteries. I use Wegmans with batteries because, I don't know, they're just cheaper, I guess? Or I get more for the pack, Anyway, it works and operates similar to a Rayven, except the magazine release button is across from the trigger, so right about here, this is the magazine release button, and you can use your fingernail, your pointer, fingernail, or whatever finger you use to activate the magazine release. I will mention getting the magazine in is a little bit finicky for me, or for this blaster at least. The acceleration trigger is always at the bottom, below the trigger. The actual trigger is here. You can't pull the trigger unless you have this revved up. And honestly, that sound, comparing to a Rayven, so you have that sound, and then you have this sound. And what I've noticed is the Rayven takes a lot longer to build up that speed and power, where the Flyte is instant. Or close to instant. Now, this is compatible, this blaster, like every other clip-fed blaster out there, is compatible with the Nerf magazines and drums and clips and all that. And just to prove, 6 dart regular, I want to say Nerf Elite. And that's the other thing. This is kind of finicky about my blaster, at least. Is in order to get certain magazines or drums out, sometimes trying to push it in doesn't work. So you got to hold the magazine release button to get it in, and that's just really annoying for me. But it's not a super annoying bad con kind of thing. It's more annoying. Now, I guess I'll just go over just like my basic things in a review. So ammo capacity is obviously a 10 dart magazine with 10 of these darts, but I just happened to lose all of them before this review, which is, I want to say it's like a typical elite kind of style dart. And let's see, what can I shoot at, or fling foam at? Let's try behind the camera. So I gotta say that like the motors in this is substantially more powerful, stock at least. This hasn't been modified at all, and it already performs better than some of the flywheel blasters I have reviewed it and experienced in the past. So same magazine. I'm gonna let this rev up to full power, and then I'm gonna shoot it at the blinds behind the camera. Alright, so this is a Rayven CS-18. I should have mentioned this before. Unmodified, stock. They're both stock. But I gotta say the Flyte outperforms the Rayven just because the flywheels are a lot louder. They rev up a lot quicker, and I don't know, it's just, I think this has more power than the Rayven. And do keep in mind, they both have the Wegmans battery, and they're relatively new as far as battery life goes. Like I just freshly changed the Rayven's batteries about 4 weeks ago, but it has been used. I've been using this constantly, and it still doesn't give up. Let's see here. So I don't see any major cons with this, except for one. So that's weird, but once you let go of the accelerator, you can't let it rev up again until you have a magazine in. And again, for me at least, this blaster, you have to hold down the magazine release button to get mags in or out, which is, it's okay, I guess. A little annoying, like I said before. And I guess the only uniqueness I see in this blaster, aside from the flywheels being absolute boss, is just the battery door. The battery door being very convenient and easy to open, and you don't have to figure out, where do I put in the batteries? Okay, it's just this little flap, and you just pull on here and push this down, and next thing you know, it's all open and ready to go. But yeah, so I gotta say the Flyte CS-10, it's a pretty powerful blaster. It works really well, and I can't get over the battery door just being super easy and convenient instead of having to unscrew or screw things in, put the batteries in, and then screw everything back together. What I call the flappy door is just. It's just so much easier. Let's see here. So, as far as modding potential, I don't know if this really needs to be modified, but if it does, I don't see how you could even take it apart. There are two screws here, or sorry, one screw here. So one here, one here, and that's all I see. And I don't know if it's all press-fitted or it's like the other Alpha Strike series blasters where you can just take a screw out and the whole thing comes apart. Like I said, detachable shells. But I think this blaster performs really well. And I think I got it for like $20 on, or $20 or $15 at Walmart in store, and it performs well. It has a few quirks, but it works and performs very, very well. So, I guess to kind of wrap this video up, I would say if I had to give this a score from 1 to 10, I'd easily give it 9. Seeing that this is compatible with most magazines and clips and drums and all that from Nerf, you could literally put the batteries in, fresh batteries, and you could go to town on this blaster in like Nerf battles and wars and whatnot, and still get pretty good performance. I guess like the only 3 major cons I didn't like about the blaster, and I guess they weren't really major at all, is the magazine has to be inserted and ejected via a magazine release button, and this always has to be pressed in order to get your magazine in or out easily. It's a little annoying. The jam door just popping out of the blaster for no reason at all. And then, of course, we have this where take out the magazine, it still runs. You can still shoot it too. Just a little, yeah. So you can still do everything else. As soon as you throw a magazine in, you can still shoot it, which is pretty cool. But also kind of, I don't know, I feel like it would drain the batteries quicker that way. So 9 out of 10 for the Flyte CS-10. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, understood the video. This is Nerf Gun Reviewer 331 signing off for today. Please comment, like, subscribe, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys later.